What's up, wrestling fans? I am Jason Courier from the Steve and Jay Show, and this is our weekly Ring of Honor review and reaction show. Today I will be reviewing and reacting to Ring of Honor episode number 331, which aired on January 22nd, 2018. If you could please click subscribe down below, and don't forget to click that notification bell to receive notification when we post our new stuff. We kind of went away for a little while. I haven't done a review in, it's been like a month, so trying to get things started again. So thank you for watching. I very much appreciate it. The night started out with a highlight package of Matt Taven attacking, and I believe it was the full kingdom attacked, Dalton Castle and the boys. Taven put a pretty good whipping on Dalton Castle in particular, and the night kind of started out with a promo by Matt Taven. He'd cut a pretty classic heel, I did this to your champion and now I'm going to take his belt type promo. Taven's pretty cool. I like Taven. He's he's a good promo cutter, you Melvin. The first match of the night was between the Dawgs and Motor City Machine Gun for the Ring of Honor Tag Team title. I love the Dawgs entrance. Rhett Titus gets on the mic and he says, gosh, what does he say? He says, "Don't be silly. I'm the big dog and he's Little Willie." I love it. I love their little, they've got this cool dynamic where they're like frenemies or like brothers that fight a lot. They've got a fun little dynamic that they do. I really dig their work. Cheeseburger was in the booth with Ian Riccaboni and Colt Cabana. They actually had at one point mentioned that how Cheeseburger and Will Ferrara are former tag team partners, so I don't know if they're kind of gonna fire that whole rivalry thing back up again. I don't know why they're even really, I don't know. Anyway, maybe that's what they're gonna do. They got to do something with Cheeseburger. He can't fight Cody for the title anymore, so I guess they got to do something with him. The match itself was a pretty fun match. I really dig Motor City Machine Gun. They do a really fun job. I really like the whole Rhett Titus and Will Ferrara, the way they have a really cool kind of dynamic about them, the way they pretty much fight each other and use each other, or more Will Ferrara gets thrown into their opponents. It's really cool stuff. The Motor City Machine Guns, at one point they hit the dream sequence, then the Motor City Machine Guns then eventually get Will Ferrara up in the cradle pile driver position, where he's basically sitting on Motor City Machine Gun. Then they flip him over and deliver a double pile driver on him, which is super awesome move. I love it. Ding ding ding, ring the bell. The champs win, and after the match came my favorite part, because my favorite tag team happens to be the Briscoe Boys. And they came out. I believe Mark Briscoe started, or it may have been Jay. Jay usually is the one that starts talking first, and then Mark kind of throws his little 2 cents in. But I think Mark might have actually started out talking this time. I believe Mark, again, I believe it was Mark that said, we consider those tag team titles that you guys carry, we consider those to be our property, and we're coming to get our property. So be ready. We're coming at you. So the Briscoe brothers are coming after the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships, and Alex Shelley and Chris Sabian better watch out. I always call him Sabian. I don't know. Sabin. I don't know why I always call him Sabian, but I do. Chris Sabin. You would think that with Nick Saban being one of the most famous coaches on the planet, I would maybe be able to kind of have some sort of, I don't know. Anyhow. The next up, Shane Taylor was backstage and was approached by Christopher Daniels, Scorpio Sky, and Frankie Kazarian. I believe he referred to themselves, did Christopher Daniels. I believe he called them SoCal Uncensored, which is pretty cool. I guess they can't just be the Addiction with Scorpio Sky. They've got to switch it up, so whatever. They're repping Cali, so whatever. Anyway. They are approaching Shane because they say that the Bullet Club are always basically sticking their nose in their business in SoCal Uncensored business. And Shane Taylor stands up and he says, look, I don't care what your reasoning is, just hand me the check, and as long as the check cashes, we're good. So playing up the whole he is a hitman, hired gun type thing. Pretty cool. I like Shane Taylor. He's looking fit and trim now these days, and lean and mean, and well, maybe not quite lean and mean, but mean as you know what. He's a bad dude. Kenny King then cuts a promo of his own, saying basically that he is coming after Silas Young and what he considers to be his golden throne that he's going to climb back on. So good luck to you, Kenny King. I hope you get your strap back. Josh the Goods Woods then took on Jonathan Gresham, which was a rematch from a internet-only match, apparently. I didn't see it. In which Jonathan Gresham picked up the upset win. They had, of course, the Code of Honor to start the match. Josh the Goods Woods is an awesome wrestler. He's a lot bigger than Jonathan Gresham, obviously, but most are bigger than Jonathan Gresham. That's not his thing. That's not how he operates. So he's awesome. He's super cool technical wrestler. I believe Colt Cabana brought up the old Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling champion, and he said that Jonathan Gresham represents that pure style, that is that old school pure style, just a pure awesome wrestler. And he's not a real big dude. He's not overly flashy. He's just a pure good wrestler. And Josh the Goods Woods he's the goods for a reason, baby. He's a pretty damn good wrestler himself for a big dude. He moves around pretty well. Josh is one of my favorites out there. I really wish him well. I hope that he continues to develop and I think he's got potential to be quite a superstar. I really think he's awesome. So we'll see though. We'll see. You know how that works. Probably doesn't hurt that his lady is Nia Jax, I do believe. In spite of the Enzo storyline that WWE has now watched crash and burn since Enzo's no longer a part of the company. But anyway, another story. This match was fun technical match between the two. They both do awesome stuff. Both of them do. Jonathan Gresham eventually gets a roll up. It was a series of I believe it was an armbar in there. There was a couple of pin attempts, and then eventually he rolls him up and bends back, gets the bridge, and gets the pinfall again. Ding, 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 ring the bell. Jonathan Gresham has defeated Josh the Goods Woods once again. Another upset. So, way to go, Jonathan Gresham. I wouldn't mind seeing a few more matches between these two, so I hope they work a little program between. Josh is not a heel. He's a baby face, and so is Gresham. So it's fun to watch these two and watch a match where both guys, you want to see them win. So it's just fun. I'm trying not to be distracted here. I'm recording this on Sunday, the day of WWE Royal Rumble, and they started their pre-fight or pre-show 2 hours before their event. There is a 6-man tag match going on right now that I'm trying not to watch while I'm trying to record this. I'm not doing a very good job of it. Anyhow, Coast to Coast then made an appearance on Coleman's Pulpit. I've said this many time. I am a Coast to Coast fan. I like that High Point Wrestling, though. I'm a super mark, so I dig all that flippy dippy stuff. So I almost said a dirty word there, but I dig all that flippy dippy stuff. Love it. So I like me some Coast to Coast. So Shaheen Ali was the one pretty much doing most of the talking in this one. LSG just kind of sat there and got punked at one point by Caprice Coleman. He called him the weak link because Ali had said that the whole, if we don't win our next match, we're going to break up as a tag team thing was his idea, which I hope they win their next match. It's today, so I'm probably, as soon as the Royal Rumble's over, I'm flipping over to Ring of Honor and watching me some War Machine versus Coast to Coast to see if Coast to Coast will still be Coast to Coast or if it's just going to be LSG and Ali doing their thing separately. I hope not. I hope they figure out a way to win. It is War Machine's last match in Ring of Honor. I haven't looked up to see if they'd won it or not. I know that they had it and recorded it here a few weeks ago. I know that War Machine, unfortunately, is now a part of NXT, or they're at the Performance Center. They just rock the Performance Center shirts right now, and I hope they don't mess them up. I hope it works out. I hope they handle them well. They usually handle the new guys pretty well for a while, at least in NXT. So fingers crossed, because I love War Machine. They're awesome. I'm sad to see them go. I wish they would have just figured it out at Ring of Honor, because it's a better program. So there you go. Cody the American Nightmare, then cuts an in-ring promo where he's saying, look, I'm a victim to my own hubris. I did this to myself on that night. Dalton Castle, you were the better man, which kind of surprised Colt Cabana in the booth, kind of surprised me. Cody's character is that arrogant heel champion, and the champ doesn't have his belt anymore. The king has lost his crown. Still got the ring, though. But during his promo, the Kingdom come out. Actually, it's not the full Kingdom. It's just Matt Taven. He comes out and interrupts Cody. He calls Cody a bleach blonde bitch. To which Cody replies, "Yeah, you can call me a bleach blonde bitch, but this bleach blonde hair got a bigger pop than you've ever received in your entire life," which I thought was pretty awesome. Good stuff. I love what Cody's done with himself. I'm not a big fan of the bleach blonde hair, but I get it. It's for his daddy. I get it. Cody then holds out the ring for Matt Taven to kiss the ring. He says, well, there's only one more thing to do. And he holds out the ring for Taven. And Taven actually grabs his hand and kisses the ring. And then kicks Cody in the junk. So that turned pretty quickly. So nothing like a good old low blow in wrestling. Gotta love it, I guess. Whatever. So it should be a fun little program, though, between Taven and Cody, because you can do so much with it. With the Kingdom and Bullet Club, there's a lot of meat on those bones, baby. There's a lot you can do with that. So hopefully and I'm sure they will. They always do things pretty well. So hopefully they do it right. Punishment Martinez then had a little promo, pretty much showing what a badass he is, because he's a bad dude. He says, his quote was, I am the end, I am the executioner. So he's a bad man. Sorry, they're showing Royal Rumble from the past highlights. Ric Flair. I believe this is 92, it looks like. Anyway, got a little distracted again there. So, the main event was a triple tag team match, which I love, or triple threat tag team match. Triple threat tag team match, which I quit watching the highlights, Jason. The triple threat tag team match, Ring of Honor does an awesome job of their tornado tag matches, their triple threat matches, their 6-man tag matches. They do an awesome job across the board with their tag matches. They're just awesome. Dragon Lee and Teton versus Best Friends, Trent Beretta and Chucky T versus the Young Bucks were the main event of the evening. So can't go wrong with Best Friends, can't go wrong with the Young Bucks, and Dragon Lee and Teton, they're fun too. So I was actually really excited for this match, and like I said, I love what Ring of Honor does with their tag matches. And I love Chucky T. He cracks me up. I really dig Chuck Taylor. He's one of my favorites. So, and can't go wrong with Trent Beretta. Trent Beretta is awesome too. So, love Best Friends. There was a little bit of hugging going on. Best Friends locked up a couple times. Matt Jackson and Chucky T, at some point they were hugging on each other. There's early on in the match, best friends double team on, I believe it was Teton, and Chucky T pops up and he looks at Trent Barretta and he yells, "Damn, you're strong," which I think was so good. Then they hug, I believe. It's so cool with that. Just fun stuff. This was a really fun match. Like I said, I really, really dig what Ring of Honor, the way they do their tag matches. All three tag teams had at some point had just drop your jaw holy s moments that were just fun, cool moments. A lot of suicide dive action going on. Nick Jackson did a running, flipping, slingshotting. He was flying all over that ring, inside the ring, inside to the outside of the ring, outside to the inside. He was all over the place in this match. Super fun match. They're flipping all over the place. Young Bucks are just an awesome tag team. I hope they don't go to WWE anytime soon. I hope they don't go anywhere anytime soon. So please don't follow War Machine. Please don't do it. So anyway, pleading my case to Matt and Nick. At the end of the match, Nick Jackson is doing his thing, flipping and flying outside of the ring. Matt has the pilot I believe it was Dragon Lee. He may have had Teton though. It was one or the other. He had him holding him in the pile driver position while Nick is flipping outside of the ring. Then he jumps back up onto the apron, does his slingshot, the backflip thing into the pile driver. Boom, boom, boom. Ding, ding, ding. Ring the bell. The Young Bucks win the Triple Threat Tag Team main event. Super fun match. Super cool. I love me some Matt and Nick Jackson. I love that finisher. They're awesome. They're awesome. And the way it was just such a furious ending, the way Nick was flipping and flying all over the place. It was awesome. I loved it. Scorpio Sky then came rushing into the ring. I believe he just jumped up on the apron, and then from behind, Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels attacked the Young Bucks. They were in particular going after the Young Bucks. And then the show went to black and faded out as Adam Hangman Page was rushing into the ring and saving the day and came to save his buddies, his six-man tagging buddies. So it seems like they're trying to set up some sort of program between SoCal Uncensored and the Hung Bucks. So going to be interesting. That should be a fun one. You can't go wrong with Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, and Scorpio Sky's he's awesome himself. So, and against Hangman Page and the Young Bucks, where are you gonna go wrong there? It's gonna be a fun little program. Gonna be fun. Anyway, folks, as you can see, I tried to cut this one a lot shorter than I've been doing them. I was running 45 minutes to an hour on my reviews. My reviews were almost as long as the actual shows. So I tried to cut it down quite a bit. I didn't hit a lot of points in the matches. I basically just let you guys know who won and how they won. And what I thought of the match. So that was kind of the idea that I was going with, and I hope you guys liked it. I hope that it was enough information. I hope I didn't bore you to death. I hope you're still listening. I hope you go to StephenJShow.com because our website is actually up and running and working. I'll put a link to it down in the description. Come on in there. There's a contact button up in the menu. Send us a message on there. Say howdy. It's a good way to get in touch with us. You can also find us on Facebook. Just search Stephen J. Show. You can find us there. And again, don't forget to please, if you could, please click subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell to receive notification when we post our new stuff. Anyway, I'll put all of our contact links down in the information down below. So anyway, thank you guys. Thanks for listening. I'm going to go watch the rest of the pre-show. We're about an hour into the pre-show, and so far they've only had one match. But yeah, I'm going to go watch me some WWE. Royal Rumble is one of my favorites of the year, and it's probably my favorite. Yeah. No, I mean, how can you not go with WrestleMania? Anyway, I'm not going to start that. Okay. Thank you guys. Very much appreciated. Thanks for listening. Love you guys.